Hello guys, Turbo Electric here back in the video, and today we have another Beyblade vs. Turbo episode review. Today we have episode 44, Turbo Training, Xavier's Kingdom. So, anyways, before we start this review, I'm just going to say, Turbo Beast spoilers in the episode. If you guys have not seen the episode yet, I recommend clicking off the video. If you guys, if you really want to see the episode, you can find it on Touching on Demand in Canada. At the time of recording this video, it is yet to air. It will be on Disney XD once it airs in America, and it will be on, Disney Now for streaming. Anyways, yeah. So let's get into the review. So it starts off with welcome to the world of Beyblade, and then right after that, we get a clip where we see Iger getting off of the plane because he in the previous episode he's going to do some training to help him beat Fi later in the series. So anyways, what happens is that he gets off the plane for as first destination, and he is greeted by Xavier because he's actually in Xavier's kingdom. So anyways, we see the opening after that, and then right after that, we see Xavier. He's in his throne, and he's been eager to he couldn't wait for Iger to he was told that Iger was going to be coming for training and to help him on a training adventure, and he's been eager for it, and he couldn't wait. So Iger, he wants to start off with a battle, but he's hungry. Iger pulls out Turbo Achilles. Xavier pulls out Breaker Xcalius, and Iger wants to battle. But what happens is that he's hungry, so they go and eat. First off, they go and eat, and what happens is that Xavier has a really long table, and so Iger and Xavier are on different opposite ends. Iger's on one end and Xavier's on the other, and so they're eating, and then after that, we get into some training. After that, they're splitting boards. Xavier starts off with 30, Iger uses 31, and then they keep adding another board every time they do this training until they run out of boards, which was around 38. So anyways, after that, they use they're doing like trying to dodging stuff, and so anyways, Xavier throws a kick at Iger in the face, but it doesn't really hit Iger in the face, but he didn't dodge it because he was frozen still. So anyways, Iger was going to do something like that, and Iger ends up tripping on a rock and ends up falling on Xavier. So right after that, the next part of training was being on top of giant logs and then holding a bucket of water in each hand. Xavier's doing it good and is doing perfect, staying still, and Iger's starting to lose balance. So anyways, he does end up losing balance and falling off. But after that, we get into some battles, and then so it's Achilles versus Xcalius. Achilles in his attack mode, and Xcalius is in breaker mode. Actually, before we start this battle, Xavier has a turbo stadium prepared for Iger, and it actually has on the rails, it actually has turbo boosters, so boost the speed up. Xavier's butler's acting like he's Hanami on broadcasting the battle, but he's really not. Anyway, so the turbo blades release on Achilles. Achilles is attacking Xcalius. Achilles rides the rails, and Xcalius dodges Achilles' attack. Anyways, Iger uses turbo whip, and it ends up hitting Xcalius, but not hard. Xcalius rides the rails, and it ends up throwing Achilles up into the wall and hitting Achilles on almost like Fi uses his Dread Cannon Crush, but it lifts up the wall instead of two other like the Revive armor or the Dread armor. Anyways, for the first round, it goes to Xavier with a ring out finish. So for the second round, Iger decides to play Achilles in the balance mode, but then right back to attack mode. So Xcalius is attacking Achilles. Xcalius rides the rails and uses triple saber on Achilles. And right before Xcalius hits Achilles, Iger sees Xcalius as Dread Phoenix, and then Xcalius wins that round with a ring out finish. So Xavier won the battle. So Xavier, he wasn't happy with how the battle turned out, so he wants to help Iger for more training. And so, anyways, we see Free at his meditation spot. He's at his palm, but he's not where he's meditating. He's not meditating. He's just looking. He sees his deer, and then the deer runs off. And then right after that, we see Vault and Kit talking about how they knew he wouldn't be upset about Fafnir, but he didn't like how it turned out. It was he called it unforgiving about how the Fafnir incident. Anyways, so right after that, Kit he challenges Vault to a title match, and Vault accepts. So, but we won't see the title match in this episode. Anyways, right after that, we get back into training with Xavier and Iger, where they're with boulders and giant boulders and swords, and then Xavier attacks the boulder with the sword, and it splits the boulder in half. So Iger gives it a go, and it ends up freezing him up. And then right after that, so he goes again. Xavier tells Iger to let everything go. Iger he has to try and trust in Achilles, or Achilles won't trust him. Anyways, right after that, he does it again. He matches the boulder as Phi, and he ends up splitting the boulder in two. So, anyways, we get into their next battle. His Xavier's butler is doing the same thing again. So, anyways, so for the second battle, first round, actually just one round. The turbo blades activate on Achilles once they launch into the stadium. Achilles takes the center. Achilles rides the rails and it ends up hitting Achilles. Achilles rides the rails again and hits Achilles, and then Achilles goes flying and hits the wall. Achilles is starting to wobble, but it ends up getting back up by Achilles hitting it. All the parts on Achilles lines up, and they all line up. Achilles goes into its avatar attack. Iger, he heats up, and we get into Achilles' avatar attack. Xavier uses Pentasaber, and then Iger, he unlocks a new move called Turbo Shield, and they both, Achilles and Achilles, start clashing into each other, and they both go flying, and Achilles ends up bursting, and Achilles lands into the stadium and loses stamina and quits spinning. And so Iger, he finally won, and anyways, so it makes his butler sad, but then he gets over it. And then anyways, so Iger, him and Xavier decide they're going to do more training, and then that once they get into the next battle, it ends off the episode. So anyways, if you guys did enjoy it, well, actually, Turbo Training Xavier's Kingdom was a good episode. I did enjoy it. Next time we'll be doing Turbo Training Survival on the Savannah, where we do see Iger, and Iger's going to go to Lob on Savannah in Africa. And then yeah. So if you guys did enjoy this review, please like, please subscribe, please follow me on social media, links will be in the description below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys later.